Now, I bought this RIGOL oscilloscope that you can see in the background there. It's a 350 megahertz oscilloscope, paid thousands of dollars for it. And I just, for a while now, I've been recognizing that when I use these probes, when I use them just like that without this hook on there, they just work fine. But when you put the hook on there, they don't make a good contact, and you get very spotty, bad connections with them. And if I connect to the multimeter over there, I will show you what I mean. So if I connect this hook to the multimeter, and I touch the, you see what's happening there on top right? There's just, the multimeter actually has a 10 mega ohm input impedance. So it just can't make up its mind what it is, because it's just not making a good contact. And if I remove it and just connect directly to the little tip there, you will get around 170 ohms, which is normal. I did a video on oscilloscope probes. They are not direct connections, they are actually transmission lines. In order to, this is supposedly a 350 megahertz probe, and in order to get the frequency response, they have to do certain things, you know, in these probes in order to make them work. But I'm not going to go into that here. In any case, so I had a look inside this. Let's change cameras over here. I had a look inside this thing, and as you can see, there is two little bits of metal there which are too wide. And I have already fixed one probe, this one over here, and if I connect this over here, you know, it's connected to the tip there, and it is correctly giving me the the resistance that it's supposed to have. So in order to fix that, you have to remove this little plastic insert over there, which is held in place. There is two little notches there. It's really kind of hard to see. More light on it. So anyway, let's have a look. It's kind of fiddly. A bit of keyboard here. It's one. Whoa. There's a spring in there. So that's the bits here. Now this is being held in place with two little metal, and it's fiddly to get that out for sure. Two little metal notches on that metal there. So what I find I have to do is kind of hold it with some pliers and squeeze that together. And then use some other pliers trying to push it down. And there. So you can see the problem here. This tip over here is supposed to grab that tip, but as you can see, it is way too wide. There is slop there, and especially since the tip over here, it's narrower at the tip there than it is at the body. Maybe, I don't know if it's a design error. Maybe they put the, you know, I have no idea what happens, but these things are not making a proper contact. So what I have done to the other one is I squeeze them together like so. It is kind of hard metal, supposed to be springy. So I think I might be better off to do it with these pliers here. Well, you know what? Maybe these over here. Oops, went a little bit too far now. A little bit fiddly, this stuff, and I don't want it that close together, because then I can't get the tip in there. These little screwdrivers will lever that out a bit. And you got to make sure that these are a little bit out of alignment now. That is not good. Okay, that should do it. Though I think they can get a little bit further apart than that. So I think that might work. And now we have to try to put them back together again. This has to go in here, and I pulled it in, so now the little it's stuck, so that's good. Then the spring goes over the top, and this hook over here actually goes to the tip over here. We have to lower it in there like that, and this thing over here to go back in. I think it clicked in place. So now let's have a look. Connect this to the multimeter. And we have success. So I don't know whether, and I got 4 probes like that. I have 2 more to do now over here, and I've measured them all. They're all the same. They're all no good. I don't know whether they had a bad batch or what is going on here, but you would think that they'd have better quality control for such an expensive oscilloscope. Well, these are tangled up, of course. Okay. Let's check this one out. I think I've already checked them. They're all the same. Yeah, it's a little better than the other one, but it's not good either. One, put my finger there because it jumps out. There we go. There's my pliers over here. Squeeze. Some are harder to get out than others. This one is not. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. Same deal. This doesn't make a good contact. I think that's all it needs. Just a little bit. I think the one on the right can go a little bit further in. All right, try that out. Okay, watch back in place. Bring. Tip like that direction. Okay. In business. 168, 170. Okay, last one. Yeah. We'll check what this one is telling us. This one's a little better. I haven't used this one. It's still, as you can see, it can't make up its mind. It's still, I've noticed that using this oscilloscope, it had jiggle things, and you know, it just, it had me baffled for a while. I thought, what's going on? And then I worked it out. It is these probes, they are crappy. Interestingly enough, I did a review on this Fix oscilloscope. Came with a probe like this, and it seems to be, it's really hard to pull this thing off though, but it seems to be very similar, but it has a tip there that doesn't have that little narrow bit on the end, and I think that's the problem. Those tips weren't made for that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a little skinnier bit there, and then it goes wider, and this one is wide all along, and this thing seems to be entirely identical inside, but it works because it doesn't have that. There's something there got in the manufacturing, they made a mistake. Don't know what and why, but that's what you have to do to fix it. I wonder how many other oscilloscopes are out there, RIGOL or whatever, that have that problem. Okay, that should do that one as well. Bring. Okay, test it out. Yep, we're in business. So there you have it. If you have an oscilloscope and you've noticed that when you are probing just with the tip, you're getting a good reading, but you're getting an unreliable reading using the hooks, then you might have the same problem. But I suspect this is a RIGOL problem. It appears that they may have changed the actual tips on there, and they made the tip end narrower for some unknown reason, and it no longer suits the hooks. I mean, they clip on okay, but they don't make a reliable contact because it's too wide, as you saw. Anyway, that's it. I've got all 4 of them done, and I thought I'd make a little video on this because you may be suffering from a similar problem, and then you know what to do. I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.